welcome to the Wrestling Fan Wrestling Show. I'm the big beefy boy, Shaz Beef, joined by my fellow old buck in El Hijo del Morro. Oosh, you're not second ocean.
No. Tell them what you did.
I didn't do anything. All right, it's the mix. This is our second time recording.
We were 15 minutes in.
We were 15 minutes in. This is our second time recording. It was good shit as well. Ooh, that was such good shit.
We were on a roll.
We were talking about how you're hungover after the Ireland game.
Yeah.
What else did we talk about? We sang a Spice Girls song.
We actually sang a full Spice Girls song.
What was it? When two become one?
When two
need some love like I never needed love before.
Gonna make love to you, baby.
I had a little love. Now I'm back for more. Well, it made sense.
Yeah, we just shoehorned it in there. I'm
Yeah.
going to speed run what we did. I'm really hungover. Ireland lost. No, Spice Girls. El Hijo del Morro, Mexico. I'm going to be a luchador and do a hip drag.
A hip drag. You're going to invent the hip drag. Dan O'Mahony.
Yeah.
We talked about that, the Irish whip. Once again, we're just rehashing all shit. Then we talked about the topic that you wanted to talk about, which is the best WrestleMania performers. Then there was a lot of sexual innuendo for some reason.
Way too much.
There was like 3.
Yeah.
And it brought us to today's topic, which was the self-filleting of Tony Kahn. Well, not self, but maybe he does it himself. I don't know.
Some filleting of Tony Kahn.
There's a filleting of Tony Kahn. Shall we just jump into the topic?
Let's just jump in.
I feel so sad.
I can't recreate the unmatched energy and aura that I brought.
You know what? It was recorded, so...
We have no sound.
No, well, we'll have camera sound. So Matthew...
That'd be crap.
Yeah, but Matthew might be able to put in an end credits of us singing the Spice Girls.
Cool.
All right, that's what it was really about, just to give people some context.
Will we get demonetized because we have a Spice Girls song in it?
I don't think we sound that good that we sound like the Spice Girls.
And lose the 24 cent we're going to make from the video.
Are we going to make 24? Well, I'm going to make, not you.
24 cent from the video.
Oh, we talked about how no one's watching Total Extreme Morro.
Yeah, because nobody is.
And you don't have Matthew Bullet Smith in it this week.
I'm hoping he watches till the end and then realises that he was killed off last week.
Yeah.
He'll be back, I hope.
He got red, but he's not going to watch it now because he knows he's not in it.
Just this week.
But that's what I'm saying. He's not. He'll skip it. Like,
bitch.
That's what all wrestlers are like, man.
But does he know? He doesn't know he's not in it.
He'll know now, though.
Yeah, but this will be released.
Oh, yeah.
By the time this is released,
do you want to go Matthew?
Sickened Matthew.
Okay, so we talked about What Culture Pro Wrestling. There needs to be a World Cup of Wrestling.
Yeah, because we were talking about Ireland not making the World Cup.
Yeah, and then we said we're not going to talk about Ireland not making the World Cup for our Scottish and English listeners, but if you're from Northern Ireland and you're from Wales, we feel you. We also, there was some call out for saying I hate Morro in the comments.
Yeah.
If you'd like to see us do the best WrestleMania performers episode,
let me just explain what that means.
No.
Okay.
No, don't.
If you want to see us do best wrestling mania performers,
let us know in the comments, please.
And I called it Wrestling Mania.
Yeah, I know you did. I was just.
I'm hungover.
We're getting to the filleting.
Okay, let's fillet.
Let's
not
fillet.
each other.
So Aaron loves wrestling.
Aaron.
X verified.
Yeah.
TKO overcharges for a wrestling show and takes more from the wrestling fan. Tony Kahn charges an affordable price for the whole family to attend and gives back to wrestling fans. Tony Kahn can easily overprice tickets as well, but he chooses not to because Tony Kahn isn't greedy. Is he perfect? No. But Tony Kahn cares about wrestling more than TKO does. And that is why many of us are thankful for Tony Kahn and AEW.
This Thanksgiving, I'm thankful for Tony Kahn.
Yeah. In the name of the Father, the Son,
the Holy Spirit.
Okay, when I seen that, I was like, you know what? Yeah.
I personally wouldn't rate it like that.
No.
Because
you go TKO are a bunch of fucking snakes. The fucking, with the whole, what's that Italy thing?
So, the Italy show, is it Clash? Are they doing Clash in Italy this year? You pay...
Clash at the Coliseum, it'd be a great name.
God, it actually would. But you pay, what is it, like 10 grand or something, and you get to make pasta with fucking Jey Uso or somebody.
Yeah, you get to go around on a Vespa with Hikaleu as well. 5 grand.
You don't?
You do.
Do you?
Yeah. You get to go around Rome, isn't it? On a Vespa with the MFTs.
Yeah, but Hikaleu's massive. He's going to take up the whole fucking Vespa.
That's why, that's one of the things that they're offering. See, the fact that you...
I don't know.
Yeah, see, the fact that you don't know goes, it's not outside the realms of what these fucking blood-sucking vampires would want.
Yes.
Or money-sucking vampires would. So, no, I don't know if that's real, but I would. Like,
it could be real.
If I was to go on a Vespa with, like, Jeff Cobb, but I was the front passenger and Jeff Cobb had to hold on to me, that'd be beautiful.
I would pay $5,000
while he's in the makeup.
Yeah,
I say he has an amazing hug.
Well, like, he's a beast, like.
Yeah, I know, but I'd say his hug is nice and warm and cuddly.
Do you think he'd give you a tender hug?
Yeah, I'd say he can.
No, he's not bear hugging you on the Vespa.
No, I say he's a beast that knows his is like Monsters Inc. The big blue guy from Monsters Inc.
Like, you could have a Top Gun moment. The first Top Gun.
I've never seen it.
What?
I don't like Tommy Cruise.
Top Gun 1 is amazing.
Yeah.
It's haven't seen it. Best film of all time.
Hey, nothing wrong with that. Ask Gherkins.
Ask Gherkins, poor Gherkins.
Yeah.
So the investment thing's not true, but the pasta thing is true.
Well, it could be. I don't know. We've given him ideas now.
But they're also paying $10,000 for Cody Rhodes' bus tour at WrestleMania.
Yeah. Is he on the bus?
I don't know.
This is where Cody shits.
Is it like it's a meet and greet?
Is it? All right. So it's not like a tour of his bus.
No, I think there's a meet and greet involved.
Yeah.
But this is what we're talking about with TKO. It's extract the maximum amount from the fans. Look at WrestleMania this year. Tickets aren't moving. Now, yes, the booking hasn't been great.
Yeah.
Do you know what, though? It's probably still going to be a good show when you look at what they're putting together at the minute.
There's nothing that, like, wholly interests me.
No, not even the Punk Roman thing is kind of gone sideways.
I even did my one, though. I started to edit Roman Reigns, WrestleMania stuff.
Like 36 pages written.
I got 20 minutes in, and I was like, and not even fully edited, but I was just like, the cast of characters that I'm working with don't seem that interesting to me anymore. Whereas before they were so dynamic. They seem dynamic. They seem like they all had interesting, like, stories.
Do you think we're going to rewrite history on that hot period of WWE, and people will say it was shit when it wasn't?
No, I don't think they can.
That'll happen?
No, I don't know. I think people,
even if the characters,
people might even overplay it, but the product feels stale because
the product does feel stale.
Like there's not really a concerted effort to put. Well, I suppose there is. Like, it's just maybe the characters aren't that in. Like Logan Paul, I don't really give a fuck about.
Who gives a fuck about Logan Paul?
Braun Breaker, he's cool. But you could have hot-shotted him, you know, just to change up that main event scene.
Yeah, he is. Like, Braun Breaker is cool. But I think he's, like, massively overhyped by the Fed heads, too.
Yeah, but it's not even overhyped. But as long as you make him an interesting character. But we're just seeing...
he's just barking.
Yeah, we're just seeing the same cascade of characters in the main event scene again and again and again and again and again.
I think the most egregious thing they've done, and I'm hesitant to say it here, because I'm planning an All Elite Morro video on the topic closer to WrestleMania, is they had Gunter retire
John Cena, AJ Styles, and now they have nothing for him at WrestleMania.
Goldberg, John Cena, and AJ Styles, and now they have nothing for him at WrestleMania.
Yeah, but they had Rey Mysterio and he got injured, so
but that wasn't going to be a retirement match, Aaron.
It might have been.
Like, realistically, like, really, if you want to fire up that main event scene and get things interesting again, the answer was Gunter wins the Royal Rumble.
Who did win it?
Roman Reigns.
Oh, yeah, Roman, yeah.
The answer was just...
Was it Gunter and Roman in the final
last two, yeah. And Gunter was limping down. You know, after the AJ match, he played it smart. Oh, I'm not 100%. That's why Roman can throw me out. Well done, Gunter.
Well done, Gunter.
I see what you did there.
Political manoeuvring.
Nice political manoeuvring.
Yeah.
Oh, AJ hurt my calf. Oh,
but even like when they brought Finn into it, it seemed a bit more... It seemed fresher. Just for a bit.
It did, like, for a couple of weeks. But also, you know, that match was way...
There was no jeopardy.
No jeopardy in it. And like, even compared to when they did it in Belfast, even though the Belfast one, I didn't feel there was any jeopardy in that one either, but at least the crowd was super hot.
Yeah.
It was weird. It was in Chicago and there was like no crowd heat. Like, I was like, what am I watching here?
Yeah.
And it was like kind of a painfully slow match as well, which is common with current Punk matches. But yeah, the storyline for that has just gone sideways. Who cares about the Usos and Punk? Like, we don't...
do they seem like they're trying again, though? Or is it training because they're coming up to WrestleMania and they have to give people...
They're throwing as much shit at the wall as they can before WrestleMania to see what's...
Like, Penta won the Intercontinental title, right? Great. And Carmelo Hayes has the US title, right? Great. Yeah, but you haven't really showcased those titles on your PLEs. So you're like... Never. Yeah, so you're like...
They're not PLE titles. They're TV titles.
Yeah. So it does, the importance of them has been affected, I think.
Shane, they have 4 matches on pay-per-view.
Yeah. But look, we can give out about it all we want.
We're not here to talk about the product. itself.
We're not here to...
Like, so what we're talking about is they're charging a fuck ton of money.
Yeah.
And extracting everything they can from the consumer.
Okay, so are they doing that to sell?
Look. Given current geopolitical situations, I had originally said I think WrestleMania Saudi next year was going to be the announcement of a sale of WWE to
the Saudi Investment Fund.
PIF, yeah. But now that's not going to happen.
Okay.
You know, there's a war going on.
All right.
So I don't think I have to revise that prediction because I just don't think. I think
WWE won't go to Saudi anyway.
Will they go to do WrestleMania there next year? Maybe. We don't even. It's very hard to predict how much can change between now and then geopolitically in that region. But also I think with the way the economy is going to go in that region over the next year, Saudi just aren't going to have. They're not going to be splashing around the cash as much as they have been the last decade. And like that could have ramifications for fucking football, for golf, for fucking wrestling is very low down. You know what I mean? But so I can't see them turn around and giving TKO 10 bill.
Yeah.
12 billion for WWE.
Okay, so the interesting thing is what today's topic is kind of looking at the hypothetical, and we've given you the context of what if Tony Khan bought WWE
in 2023.
So there has been confirmation that he made a bid for WWE.
6.9 billion.
So is that his dad's money?
No, that's his money. Base 10 is his company.
Where's he getting his money?
He's like independently, insanely rich.
Well, I wouldn't say independently. He's a big nepo baby.
Obviously he's a nepo baby. You know what I mean? But he's also given the money, whatever money he got from his father, and connections are a big thing amongst billionaires. Networking. But he's handed connections from his billionaire father, and then he was able. He has that data company. AEW is worth a few billion. You know what I mean? He has that data company. He owns a stake himself, in Fulham. With his father been the primary owner.
The Jaguars.
The Jags. People don't realise how rich the Kahns are. You know, people think Vince McMahon, he could...
He's richer than Vince.
Multiples,
Yeah.
You know, it's not even close in terms of, liquidity and assets. They own a fucking Premier League football team and an NFL team. Shad Khan's company... Basically, every single car that gets made, the bumper comes from his company. Mm. That's just ridiculous, you know. So Tony, do I think Tony has 6.9 billion sitting in a fucking bank account to bid on WWE? No, that's all restructuring and fucking assets and fucking loans and putting loans on the company,
financing,
and all this shit that we don't understand because we're poors.
Yeah, we are poors.
We're poors.
We're very poor. We're in a basement.
We're in a dungeon.
I don't even have sleeves on my
t-shirt. You don't even have fucking sleeves on a t-shirt.
Don't. I won't be able to get that 5k to be hugged by Jeff Cobb on a Vespa.
I bought a pair of Emporio Armani glasses last summer.
Ooh.
They were a huge investment.
Yeah.
I've worn them every day since. I live in Ireland and it's fucking winter.
I thought you put them on when you turn heel. He's heel Morro now. So this is a $3.50 hat from Pennies.
Yeah.
I have 5 of them.
I bought these hats through a contact of mine at cost price. I got 5 of them.
We still have VHS.
We still have VHS.
We still use VHS.
We watch wrestling. Wrestling is the white trash of fucking all.
Despite what TKO think and charge you.
We're all white trash.
We're all white trash and billionaires are profiting on. An uprising. We the independent. No, the last person that did that. No, we don't talk about that guy.
No.
We need to unionize.
Tony put in a 6.9 billion bid. I think if he'd bid 8.1, he might have got it or something. I can't remember.
Do you think Vince would have sold it though to him?
Well, it doesn't matter because
Vince is I
Vince
suppose
is already, like, let's say, right?
he has to give it to the best.
Yeah, you have to give it to the best offer. So it's illegal not to.
Yeah.
Vince would have ended up in jail. If, let's say, Tony bid 8.1 and TKO bid 7.8,
Whatever.
right? He has to. Because you'll end up in jail on the shareholder thing.
Yeah, but it's not just a monetary thing. There has to be like a business plan as well, and whichever looks the most attractive, I assume.
Yeah.
So like TKO were like, well, and this is what we can make for the shareholders that are going to continue.
But Tony
with
can
it,
also turn around and say, I already run a wrestling company. They don't.
and they're like not successfully.
Well, you could argue that, but in their own court filings around that time with the MLW thing, they argued how successful AEW was to say that WWE don't have a monopoly.
Yeah.
So they couldn't then turn around and say, well, you don't do it successfully. And
Because
they're
you've
saying,
already argued.
well, over here in this court case, you've argued that we do.
Yeah,
You know? So, like,
Okay,
look,
that's interesting.
Look, the feasibility of could Tony really have bought WWE? It was a legit bid. The likelihood of him winning that, there was 4 offers. His turned out to be the lowest. Now, they were all within $1 billion of each other. The likelihood of him ever getting it were probably pretty low. Particularly when you have a group like TKO coming in, who are essentially like some. Yeah, they're entertainment, but they're essentially a fucking private equity firm. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like, I'm just fascinated as to if he had bought it.
What would the landscape be like?
Fuck me, it's like.
Would we have having
I tell
that?
you one thing: CM Punk doesn't punch Jack Perry in the face.
Yeah, I suppose.
He's like, oh, not going to do that.
But would we? Well, that was before then, wasn't it?
Was it just before or just after?
Okay, I think it was just before because Vince came back. Did Vince come back when Punk was there?
No.
Or was it the year before? Anyway,
That was the whole
Yeah.
one of Paul's big first acts. Paul picked up the phone. Phil.
but would have history repeated himself when, say, WCW and ECW were bought out and there was no viable second, that we would have having a plethora of independents cropping up and people needing to make money?
That's possible. I'm kind of like
Or would the MLW monopoly thing have reared its head again?
Well, they would have to AEW/AEWWE would have had to have done something to MLW for them to be able to lodge a lawsuit against them. So what WWE did is they got MLW like taken off for some TV station, and that's what led to the lawsuit. So unless AEWWE went and did something like that, it's like that the way they're doing AEWWE.
Makes sense.
Yeah, but
They
like,
both have W's.
yeah, and
One
I
ends with it, one
I
starts
used
with
that
it.
W to bridge the gap.
Yeah, I know, but AEWWE.
All Elite World Wrestling Entertainment.
Yeah, exactly. I'm saying what you put in the W, the middle W as is it
World.
All Elite Wrestling World Entertainment.
All Elite World Wrestling Entertainment.
Okay, cool. Do you think AEW stays?
That's a very interesting question.
It is.
Because
That's why I poised it.
If you're Tony, he himself would obviously have an emotional connection to AEW property, right? But the value is in the WWE name.
Does AEW become almost like Ring of Honor did to...
That's what I'm wondering. And like, what do you do if you're Tony, right? Because unless you want to be, because you're a fucking billionaire, like,
Do what you want. You're playing with your toys.
yeah, like, would it, like, how funny would it have been? And I'm not, I think this, to clarify, this would have been a terrible idea. This would have been one of the dumbest things ever. But how funny would it have been to watch people on the internet lose their minds if he just bought it and shut it down and kept the tapes and start releasing like Mid-South tapes on fucking YouTube or something?
He'd do something like that, yeah.
Because he could.
Yeah.
You've got fuck you money, like. You can do whatever the fuck you want.
You could never close it down.
No, you couldn't, because that'd just be ludicrous. Like.
Stupid.
It'd be so stupid. But it would have been, for a week, it would have been the funniest thing ever online.
So what happens? Do we get an invasion of AEW and WWE?
Well,
like that's going to create tension as well. Now you have a fucking roster size that is...
unmanageable.
Yeah.
And personalities that are unmanageable.
Does television deals come into it? Like, does he need to keep AEW a separate entity for his time
Television
with Time
deals,
Warner?
probably, yeah. Yeah, so you're probably running two companies, WWE over here and AEW over here. And you're managing all these different TV deals, two different rosters. You're probably keeping everything separate.
Yeah.
And then have, for like,
Your big
a
showdowns.
big cross-promotion
So then
super shows.
you have a Monday, a Wednesday, a Friday, and a Saturday show.
What would, like, WWE pay-per-views look like?
Like, are you getting a 13 fucking match card?
Probably, because he's a
4.5
psycho. Like.
That's 4.5
Yeah,
hours.
he's a psycho.
It's just, I don't think it would have been good. Like, AEW as a whole is good for wrestling.
Yeah.
No matter what you think.
There's no doubt about that.
No matter what you think about it. But
Seeing as you said that, you're getting a wrestling fan, a wrestling show.
Medal.
Gold medal.
Nice. I thought this is for Neil.
It's in the post to Neil.
You're all ready.
Courtesy of HennessySports.ie, Kilkenny, Ireland.
Class. Do you get one as well?
Of course I do.
Oh, like our hero.
Kurt Angle. It's true. We
it's
have
true.
two. We got a wrestling fan,
Does
wrestling
Matthew
show.
get one?
I'll make him one.
Make it, Matthew. You're going to get one for all your editing work.
Niels is in the post for his El Hijo del Morro mask drawings.
Nice.
Yeah.
Class. There we go.
Cheap medals. It's the cheapest medals I had in stock.
It's beautiful. I love it. I love it.
You know.
But I'm totally fucking caught off guard now with this. Okay, so AEW as a whole is better for it, but I really want to get into the crux of the business practices of the two companies. Okay, so AEW, someone said this a while ago, and I was like, you know what? They're fucking right. Not just your man filleting them, but if I was paying how much is a AEW pay-per-view?
In Ireland or America?
In general, I don't know.
$50, I think, in America, and like 20 in Ireland.
Okay, so is 50 like the equivalent of €20 in America?
Oh, Jesus, no, that's like €44 or something.
That's a lot of money. But,
that's their cut. Like, they pay it through the wazoo. Like, do you know what a UFC pay-per-view is in America?
What?
Like $88. And you could get a shit main event, like.
Yeah, you get ship. I used to hate.
Oh, sorry, it's not anymore because they're gone to Paramount Plus.
Okay.
But it was up to December.
Okay, so if you fucking do that, if you're paying $50 for a pay-per-view, you're getting 4.5 hours worth of entertainment.
Yeah.
Like, that's fairly fucking solid, I suppose.
Look, I know you have issues with the amount to pack on. Even I have issues. I think they should pare it down by like 3 matches at the very least.
Yeah, but like, if I'm paying $50 and I can come back to it at any time or whatever,
Yeah.
I'm fucking too right of it, yeah.
Yeah, no problem. Like,
Cool.
And like, I have them all. I've bought every AEW pay-per-view on Triller since the start.
And I've watched every AEW pay-per-view via your Thriller account.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, there you go. So like, I can go back and watch the old ones still. Like, each one of them cost me in around €21 or whatever the fuck.
Cost me nothing.
Cost him nothing because he knows my password.
Yeah, it's just
Can you
logged
tell
into
me
the
my
TV.
password?
I have no idea.
So I can log in and change my password?
No, don't change your password. I'm very occasional when I'm watching it.
Yeah, no. I'm sure Dumph has my Triller login. John has his own.
Tony Khan will find out. Or Tony Khan's such a good guy. He
won't care.
He just
He
won't
won't
care.
care.
Throw your password into the Discord. Let everyone watch.
Yeah, sure, why not? Sure. They all seem to have their own ones anyway. But, like, you were getting. There's no better value, I think, in wrestling than paying 20 quid for an AEW pay-per-view.
But Maxie said, like, you know, you can get really good value on, like, a bag of shit, but it's still a bag of shit.
But if you don't like it, that is.
Yeah.
But, like, my thing is, even if you like WWE, right? If that's the type of thing you like, and you're watching your PLE on Netflix, I awful.
I come away some of the time feeling that they've robbed me of my attention and time.
Time and attention. Because you, like...
So despite, like basically getting it for free in comparison to what I was before, because I had a Netflix subscription already.
Anyway, yeah.
I just feel like you're wasting my fucking time, you
like,
sons of bitches.
We went up to yours to watch the Royal Rumble.
You did, yeah.
And I thought the thing was never going to fucking end. And I was bored. And
it wasn't 4.5 hours long.
No, it was whatever it was, 3.5 maybe. And it was like, Jesus Christ, lads, fucking get on with it, like, you know.
Yeah.
And that even had the Gunter AJ Styles match, which I liked. So I feel like that, yeah. At least now with Netflix, I already hadn't, like you, had my own Netflix subscription, and I watched the WWE PLEs. But like most of the time, I'm like, just give me something to watch here, like.
Does the Netflix deal happen with Tony Khan?
Tony Khan. I don't know, because Tony's like, no, probably not. Well, Maybe, because if you're Tony, right, and you buy WWE in 2023, the first thing probably that you're doing is you're locking up Nick Khan's contract. You're keeping him on board.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a genius when it comes to this shit. Like, he's probably the best negotiator in the world when it comes to TV deals.
Okay.
I don't know how he ended up working for WWE. Like, he's too good for pro wrestling. Like,
It's so weird though when you look at WWE's deals over the last while. Like, Fox didn't renew.
None of them renew. No one renews
because the numbers
you're not
aren't
getting the value.
Yeah.
However, Nick Khan can parlay that into a better deal somewhere else.
Yeah, it's mental.
It's mental. The Fox deal in particular, right? Fox paid $1 billion for SmackDown.
Yeah. SmackDown.
For SmackDown, right? $1 billion. $1 fucking billion, like.
One Billy Vanilli. Girl, you know it's true.
It's true. It's damn true.
It's damn true.
Right?
Continuity. I love it.
They had this thing where whatever numbers they were expecting 5 million people a week or something fucking bonkers to watch SmackDown. Or WWE promised them 5 million, whatever. But like, by the end of the deal, there was like 2 million people watching. And Fox is one of the most watched TV stations. That's way below Fox averages. So like, WWE Raw used to be insanely valuable to USA because even if 2.5 million people watched, that's double the fucking average that watch everything else on that channel.
Yeah.
Whereas with Fox, they're getting 5 million people. But now we're putting on WWE and it's
getting less people.
You're getting way less. And we're paying $1 billion to get less than what we fucking normally get. So they were like, and I've seen this kind of back and forth online recently. Fox cancelled the thing. They didn't cancel. They just
didn't renew.
And they didn't attempt to renew.
And same with Peacock?
Correct. I think they just didn't negotiate renewal as well.
Yeah, and then you had, was it whatever Saturday Night main event was on?
They moved that to fucking streaming.
YouTube.
Well, it's their streaming service in America, but YouTube over here.
Yeah.
So that went on to Peacock fucking Plus or whatever. You know what I mean? Their streaming
NXT
service
is gone. That's going up on YouTube now. All the old archives and shit.
Yeah, that's like so.
But like, remember I said that a while ago. I was like, YouTube is where they're making. You said you didn't think they're making a lot of money on YouTube, but for the amount of content that they're putting up, they're 100%.
No, what I'm saying is like,
you look at their business. You look at WWE Vault. You look at the WCW channel or whatever. Like
they are making money out. Like they're making money off YouTube. But when you see Joe and they do their quarterly earnings calls, like they barely even mention it because it's a drop in the fucking ocean of what they're making off the TV deals and all the other stuff. Like what they're getting off YouTube is like, if we were getting it, me and you would be fucking lads out going down high street swinging them at people because we'd feel like the richest guys in Ireland.
Yeah.
But for them, it's a drop in the fucking ocean. They barely, it's like
I've seen you do that for a tenner.
A tenner? I'd fucking do it all day up and back for a tenner.
Once again, we're poor.
Poors.
We're
White
poors.
trash.
White
trash. Wrestling fans.
Yeah.
But like, I don't know. So we kind of got off track there. You asked about what would things look like. Would the Netflix thing have happened? Would Tony somehow try and take it all into WBD?
Which could have been sold to Netflix, only now Paramount's coming in.
Like it's such a weird, like whatever about what the wrestling would look like, the business side of things. But I do think the first thing he would, should, or could have done would be to try and keep Nick Kahn under contract.
Does he fire CM Punk a la Vince McMahon with Jeff Jarrett?
That would have been hilarious.
Yeah, it would have been
so funny.
I
don't think
WWE.
So. I've heard a rumor.
Okay, tell me the rumor.
That there's only one person who Tony wouldn't take back.
Big Swole.
Maybe but she's not the name I heard.
What name did you hear?
Ray Phoenix is the only one.
Oh, because he came out and like he was like a slave or whatever, didn't he?
I think
really.
Yeah, I've heard he's the only one that Tony
How'd you
wouldn't
hear this?
take back. I know people.
You say you know people, but you must be in some weird Discord chats.
I'm in some weird Discord chats. Nothing to do with wrestling.
No,
just weird. Actually, the weirdest one I'm in is to do with wrestling.
Yeah,
it's that voting one for the top 100 wrestlers.
Yeah,
yeah.
It's strange.
Yeah, it's great, but those people are the biggest nerds on planet Earth.
Do they know that you're in the Discord? Do they know that you're you? So now they're going to see this and
probably.
be like,
I tell them to their faces, no problem.
Tell them to their faces via Discord.
No, I tell them here, on this, and in
To your
this
face, if you're watching.
if you're willing.
If you're watching, put them in.
I'm
a message
poor.
in
I can't
discount.
come to tell you to your face. If you're rich, you can fly here, and I'll tell you to your face. I think you're weird. No, that's not
weird.
a bad thing.
Yeah.
I'm in there as well. I'm a fucking nerd, like, you know. I'm sat at home watching.
But why Ray Phoenix though? Just because of that?
So
does he get fired from WWE then?
Probably Ray does, I'd say. Yeah.
Oh, that's mental.
Or actually, no. Probably what happens is he sits at home for 5 years while his fucking contract runs down again.
So what happens with the roster then? Does he make sweeping changes?
Yeah, like what?
There's a lot of egos there.
A lot of egos. You get Roman and Cody away from each other. Imagine Cody. Imagine Cody's
Back
face.
under, yeah.
When Tony rocks in. Oh, hi, Cody.
Because maybe a lot about the Cody thing was like, I am the WWE champion or whatever, but it could have been Vince never believed in me, and now Vince is the one crowning me, kind of thing.
Yeah, definitely.
You know?
All them wrestlers,
they have this weird paternal
thing with Vince, where there's this mad need to impress him.
I completely understand that. I understand where it comes from. I understand if a company is cultivated on this man's approval, then all you want to do is just
get that approval.
Yeah, sometimes you don't care about the fan. Well, you care about the fans.
Did you ever work for a boss who was a big personality? You didn't like them, but you still wanted to impress them.
I think that's what most bosses.
Probably, yeah.
If you were mates with your boss, you probably wouldn't. You'd be, I don't. Yeah. Fuck, he said well done. But if someone that was a prick that you didn't like, and they said well done, I think it's just human nature to seek.
You have a point,
but a lot of I think Cody wouldn't have given a shit.
Did you feel like you got my approval when you got your gold?
I'm so happy. Crown achievement in my life.
It actually is.
But I don't think if Cody won the AEW title, and Tony Khan's seal of approval for that would have meant as much as Vince McMahon. Not just because of the WWE thing and the AEW thing, but just from Vince.
He didn't believe in him, and now he's crowning him. What you said is that's why. It's because it would have made perfect sense for Tony to crown Cody early in AEW. Maybe second, third champion or whatever. Well, it would make perfect sense, business-wise, everything. And I guess that's why they didn't want to go that direction. But because of the way he left WWE, where he was positioned in WWE before he left, he had reached the ceiling of mid-card, and that seemed to be the best he was ever going to be seen there. And he obviously had different ideas about where he should be on the card and how big a star he had potential to be. And look, ultimately, Cody was proven right, both with AEW and WWE. Everything, whatever you think of him, I know you're a big Cody mark, but Cody's been proven 100% right in his own assessment of his abilities, his star potential. But yeah.
Do we have the problems that we're having now with TKO with Tony Khan in terms of monetary? Is he going to try and
no?
Well, considering you've spent $6.9 billion, you're not going to try and extract the most amount of money you can out of the product that you've just purchased, because the capitalism, it must be near its dying fucking embers now, because there's only so much money in the world.
I know, and when you look at things like this dynamic ticket pricing, and it feels like. Since COVID, I think I feel like we're living in it feels like capitalism has been just cranked up and up and up and up.
Extract as much as
we're
we
at
can.
breaking point of what. Look at the fucking diesel, right?
Yeah.
Last Saturday, I went down, got diesel.
Economic show.
I got €2.13 for diesel, right?
Right. Terrible price.
Shocking. Then it's announced the government is putting in the levy thing 20 cent off, right? Tuesday, I'm passing the same petrol station that I got the thing in. This is the day it's supposed to go down by 20 cent. It was 2.13 on Saturday. It was 2.26 on Tuesday. It's supposed to go down by 20 cent, right? I'm driving past the same place today. After the 20, so maybe Tuesday they haven't done the 20 cent thing yet. It's early in the morning, given till lunchtime, whatever, right? So you would think it comes down to 2.06, but really it should have come down to 1.93. I passed it today, it's 2.10. I'm like, none of these numbers make sense.
Nothing makes sense.
Nothing makes sense.
And you look at
I'm in a capitalistic hellscape.
You are fucking. We need your utopia, Morro.
We need the fucking Morro communist utopia. Everyone gets a gold fucking medal.
Everyone gets a gold fucking medal and a lashing if you don't comply.
Yeah, if you want to go for a pint, we can have a pint.
Yeah. You look at, say, TKO are getting a lot of shit now, or not TKO, 2K. They're getting a lot of shit for their
DLC pack.
Yeah, for WWE 2K26, where...
Did you buy it?
No.
Nice.
No.
Actually, you know what?
Thank you.
I should have saved a medal for that
Give me
moment.
that one.
Yeah,
Give me
you
that
have
one.
2 medals.
No, I have 2.
I'm shocked. Usually, you're idiot enough to give them your
I
money.
didn't buy last year's one either.
Oh, that's right, actually. Yeah. 24 was the last one you got.
Yeah, 24 was the last one, but I took a break from 2016 to 2022. I didn't buy one. And my missus brought me 22.
2016 was the last I bought.
And I hated it.
Yeah.
Hated it.
I vowed never again.
Yeah, I bought 2K13, the Attitude Era one. I think I skipped 14, got 15, hated it. 16, hated it. Didn't buy another one until 22, but I played 2K19 on the PlayStation Store, and I was like, you know what, this is kind of fun. Start playing it again, but then, man, fucking trash. But like, basically, what I'm trying to say is, so they and same with FIFA and all video games now. It's not about like you buy the base game and now you have the game. They're actively taking things away from the base game, so you have to pay to play.
Yeah.
And they're adding shit that no one wants, like My Faction and The Island, that no one wants to play. Bar fucking, like, if you want to play The Island, just go play a different game. Like,
what is The Island?
It's like you walk around Roman Reigns' island, and like you go to the shop and you buy stuff.
You can stop. You can stop.
But you buy like, oh, I'm gonna buy my car hairstyle, and I'm gonna buy. So and you pay real money for that. Real money. So basically, then they've released like different. They've released the Triple H version of it, the Attitude Era version of it, and then the Monday Night Wars version of it.
Each one at a different price point.
Different price point. And then if you buy like all the DLC, you still have to grind your way to unlock the DLC. So you don't just get it, but you can pay to you can pay extra after you buy the DLC, and you can pay extra not to grind. So you're like, you know what? I bought the DLC. Okay, here you go. Now you have the opportunity to get your DLC if you keep playing the game. But you also have the opportunity of paying to skip that part.
So, what are we talking all in figure here?
I don't know. Someone said, I've looked at different fucking price points. I don't know exactly how much. Do they do like seasons in it as well? Yeah. Ringside Pass 1 and Ringside Pass 2.
You pay for them as well.
You pay for each one. Yeah.
Really, you're talking over the course of a year, one WWE game, you could end up paying about 250 quid.
More. Way more. Way more. That's fucking horrendous, like. Now, I wouldn't mind if, like, do you remember when GTA 4 came out and then they released another game, but it was like The Lost and the Damned and The Ballad of Gay Tony?
Yeah.
They were new stories that were attached to it. Yeah. So I'm like, I didn't even
buy a new story.
Yeah, I didn't even view that as in like
no, you're essentially
DLC. It's essentially a DLC, but I was like, oh, it's a new story. I'll play the story. I'll help get engrossed in the game. But no, it's not that. It's like, buy this fucking thing for the game you currently have.
And so much of it is cosmetic as well.
Cosmetic. That's what I was looking for. Cosmetic.
It's just cosmetic.
Cosmetic changes.
There's no change to the game.
Yeah.
You're still playing the same old shit, but now it's cosmetically different because you paid an extra 30 quid or whatever.
So like it's 2K trying to just extract so much money out. Now this is where my problem, and tying it back with Tony Kahn being such a fucking great guy and all that. Fight Forever. AEW, that fucking game.
Here we go again.
And their DLC passes as well, because they've done something like every game is doing it. I understand that, but like if you're doing it for the fans, and they said Fight Forever was going to last forever, like they didn't deliver on that fucking promise. So like they have casino fucking games up on like the phone apps and all this shit, like, which is designed with microtransactions and shit. So if Tony Khan, if you're such a fucking big billionaire and stuff, and you care about wrestling fans, which is what your man alluded to, AA Ron loves wrestling, You don't do that shit.
Tony Khan's a billionaire.
Yeah, you don't need to do that shit.
Firstly, you don't need to, but there's something wrong with billionaires anyway. There's no such thing as an ethical billionaire.
I'm just like I think about people saying, "Oh, he keeps the prices affordable for wrestling." Well, that makes fucking sense. You know why? He can't fill out the fucking buildings unless. You know what I mean? Like, I think if Tony Khan
if they were selling out 10,000 every week, would the prices go up?
I would think so.
Of course they would. It's supply and demand.
So while on paper it looks great, going, oh, he doesn't charge X amount for that's because he's trying to fill arenas.
Now maybe for like, because they filled out the Crypto.com place for Revolution and that, and yeah, their pay-per-views are more expensive than Dynamite or whatever, but they're not like crazy expensive ratting either. You know what I mean? But they probably could. He probably could raise ticket prices for some of the pay-per-views, but at the same time, it's a perception thing. I think they want to be known as the affordable company.
I don't know. Like, I get that argument, and it's great to lean into it.
It makes them look like the good guys.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. It's good to lean into it now.
100%.
But if you think Tony Khan in charge of WWE lowers prices to that level,
he's not going to lower to that level.
Exactly.
There's no way. No way.
Exactly.
Not when the money's there to be made and people are willing to pay it.
So do you see much difference in the business practices?
I think there would be a difference because you can look at, like, we have tons of data on TKO now. And it's not just WWE because they're with UFC for, 10 years now. And we can see the degradation of that product over that time. And we can also see constant ticket prices, constant price gouging.
But like, were they not striking while the iron is hot? Like, is it not going to go down now naturally, supply and demand, as you say?
Well, like, the thing about UFC is UFC is a noticeably worse product now.
Yeah.
Than 5 years ago, than 10 years ago, than 15 years ago. It's a noticeably worse product. But the prices are still going up. The show in London last week.
Yeah.
Ticket prices were fucking insane. And it was dog shit quality. Two guys in the co-main event, neither of them had a Wikipedia page.
Do you think Dana knows that they're dog shit?
Dana doesn't give a shit. Anymore. I've never seen anyone more checked out of something he's involved in. He, like, doesn't seem to know who half the fighters are.
You think Triple H is going that route?
Yeah. He seems Triple H. Look, here's another thing as well, though, right? About WWE, and like here, I don't think Triple H is a good booker. We've covered that fucking ad nauseum. His job is really fucking hard.
Yeah.
The head of creative with that much TV every week is a really fucking hard job. Getting into the minutiae of your fucking mid card and trying to keep creative, interesting booking within your mid-card on when you've got fucking 6 hours of TV every week that you're booking, 52 weeks a year. It's a really fucking hard job. Triple H is an ultra-wealthy man. He's in the position of power he always wanted. I think he always wanted the position of power, but not the role of actually doing the nitty-gritty work.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Well, also, he's in the position of power, but I don't think it's necessarily the power that he craved in the same sense where Vince was like the all
He obviously
overlord.
wanted to
now
be...
he has TKO to contend with, and they're like, well, we need to maximize this, we need to maximize that, we need to fucking send Danhausen out there with a gun to shoot t-shirts off so we can sell more Danhausen shit or whatever. Just we need less fucking matches
and more ads.
More ads, yeah. Like, because you look at the NXT Black and Gold era, like they had a really, I was talking about this with someone the other day, they had a really good like pay-per-view structure for their big events. Like they were always like 5 matches. They were always like 2.5 hours, but they were fucking solid. Like it was and there was or 2.5 hours, 2 hours.
There was very little fat.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. They were fucking like not everything was an ad. If there was someone in the crowd, it was probably a wrestler in the crowd. You know, there's fucking Keith
Asuka's
Lee
here.
Yeah,
Keith Lee is here.
You know, like it was very like the action was tight. And now there's just too much breathing room in matches and in the match. In the match, like it looks visually fucking horrendous. The live experience, I would imagine, is fucking terrible.
What are you doing between matches? Just sitting around waiting?
Yeah, waiting for it.
And because they do so many. Look, I think the worst thing to ever happen to wrestling, right? The worst thing, and this has almost become like standard within the industry because of WWE. Not independence doesn't happen there, thank God. And if it does, I'm out. Fucking 15-minute opening promos segments.
That's always happened in WWE.
I know, it's the worst thing that ever happened in wrestling.
Triple H is the fucking main proponent of it.
Yeah, and I watched the Triple A show last week. They were doing the culmination of their Reyes tournament. They had Penta and Rey Fenix do a 15-minute opening promo. They're not promo guys.
Yeah.
15 fucking minutes. I was like,
oh man, look at JCW, Vince Russo. The first match in JCW happens a half an hour into it. Because they do a 10-minute recap of what happened before, and then fucking Vince Russo comes out and cuts a promo, or Violent J is there, or Big Vito for some reason.
Then you have people that earnestly, or maybe not earnestly, go on to Bust It Up on radio and say that Tony Khan is doing it wrong. Like, why? Because he's opening with a fucking wrestling match on my fucking wrestling show.
Does AAA get bought?
No.
So what happens to AAA? Because they were in a bit of...
they weren't in, like, financial, like... They weren't dire, you know what I mean? They were just looking to sell, like...
Does TNA automatically become the second biggest promotion? Do they go out of existence?
What the fuck happens to TNA in that scenario? Jeez, that's actually what you want to consider.
Because TNA, were they helped by the NXT?
I think they were, yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah. I don't think they get the TV deal had they not have...
utilised NXT talent.
And had, like, behind-the-scenes connections with WWE as well. I think that might have played a partial role, maybe not like a huge role, but it definitely helped.
NXT get shut down?
Yeah, I think it probably does.
Like, there's no WWE ID, which is the development for WWE Evolve, which is the development for WWE NXT, which is the development for WWE.
Insanity.
Crazy.
That's insanity. And that actually, right there, is capitalism in action.
Yeah.
They want to get these people under some form of contract, but they don't want to pay them NXT money, which is shit anyway. So they've created this tiered system of, here, we'll throw you 25 grand a year to be a WWE ID wrestler. You can probably make a bit more on the indies by having your name associated with us as well, and blah, blah, blah. But we will have some sort of say in the finishes of your matches. Right? A lot of those people didn't get booked anymore because of that.
Really?
Yeah, not all of them. Like Starboy Charlie. And
I was about to say Starboy Charlie. He's going up against Ricochet soon.
Yeah, in a 6-man tag match, which is kind of cool. Ricochet, who is he with? He's teaming with QT Marshall and somebody else against Ricochet and his boys. Gates of Agony. But Starboy Charlie's really fucking good.
I like him.
So he was going to get booked anyway, but I think a lot of the other ones weren't getting booked, and Brett Lauderdale said something about that.
Didn't someone leave recently as a Day of Steel?
All of them. There's only one. Only one of the originals is still on the thing.
Is that Cartwheel lad?
Jack Cartwheel?
Yeah.
I think he's the only one of the original ones that is still part of the thing. The rest of them are all gone off it after like 9-10 months.
Are they on Evolve?
No, they're just not. They're just working normal indies like they would have been before. Yes, it's like but it is a way of cutting costs.
But yeah, it's also like I can see from an independent level as an independent wrestler, if you're getting that cash injection, being very beneficial.
Yeah,
it's mutually beneficial.
Sure, that's why you would sign it. Like, you know what I mean?
But none of that happens then if
I don't think that happens. No, that definitely doesn't happen. You don't need to do it because if you own all the companies, you're not in an arms race. For talent anymore.
That's what it feels like a lot of the time.
It's an arms
everyone
race.
is getting snapped up.
And like the problem is people are getting snapped up way too early. Nobody's getting to do an iconic indie run anymore.
Yeah.
Nobody.
Manders is doing well.
Yeah, but like Manders is what age is Manders?
I don't know.
Like he's not ever getting signed. He's gone beyond that.
You don't
age.
think so?
I don't think Manders will get a TV contract.
He's
no.
getting an AEW contract.
Maybe. I just don't see. I'm not. This isn't Manders' disrespect. I just think he's older. Like
I don't know how old Manders is.
Jeez, I think he's like. Maybe I could be wrong. I'll check it up. I'm interested now.
But he's getting a good name for himself.
Yeah, he's deadly. I really wanted to see him on the OTT show, but I was doing a show. He's 32. I thought he was maybe 36.
Oh, yeah.
He's 32.
It's not wrong with 36-year-olds. They might end up getting signed sometime. Fuck you.
No, I thought Manders was like maybe 3 or 4 years older than he is.
Yeah, it's harder to get signed as you're older.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, and because what we're seeing now is like, and look, there is value in having fucking really young wrestlers on your TV show. Look at Javon Evans. Like, it brings a freshness. Leon Slater. It really, there is value to that. But when every single one of them are getting signed by one of the companies,
But that's what I'm saying. Like, if AEW's, if Tony Khan did buy WWE, then you're going to start seeing independent wrestling starting to flourish again.
yeah, like you, like
Which is
yeah,
like,
which would be a cool unintended outcome.
yeah.
Now, I like if he had bought it, it would have been a disaster anyway because nobody wants a monopoly. It's nice. I think it's good that as a wrestling fan, because there's like wrestling fans, like none of us all like the same things. Like me and you argue all the time. You know, you were like, so you were too nice about the Revolution show. I was like, I really like that show because that's the way I like my wrestling. Now, there's some things I would have changed about it. But like, if you think, right, because there's no way that WWE is doing 4-match PLEs, all like the amount of backstage segments and all that stuff. They would have pivoted a little bit more towards a more wrestle heavy style, right?
But does that alienate all the WWE fans?
Yes, that's what I'm getting at. Do you know when like they said that when WWE bought WCW, at least like 1.5 million people
Stop watching wrestling.
Would that happen now if WWE changed their style to be more like AEW?
Because there's that tribal effect already.
I think it's even more pronounced now. Do you remember, Jordan, for us it was the Friday Night Wars? You were down on your nans, right? Watching Raw and Nitro at the same time. The best part of that was actually the flipping between the channels. Like I
never had the opportunity, but
yeah, like I'm there, right? Val Venus comes on WWE. I'll go over and check what's on Nitro. Oh, cool, it's Rey Mysterio.
Yeah,
I'll watch this for the next 10 minutes.
I got to live that somewhat because I was always like Nitro.
Yeah,
but I got to live that somewhat with when TNA had that.
Yeah, TNA tried to fucking.
That was a lot of fun.
Yeah, and like so that's the way I consumed it, right? If a guy that I didn't like came on,
you'd vote with your remote.
I'd just flip over. And I'm like, oh, it's Rey Mysterio now. And then maybe whoever came out after Rey Mysterio, maybe this is 99 and we're on to the 50-second retread of NWO. They come out after the Rey Mysterio match. I'm like, oh, fuck, back to Raw. You know what I mean? And like, I liked both companies. But things are so tribal now that even if Dynamite and Raw were going head to head, I don't think anybody would be flipping over.
Yeah, I guess you.
I
think it may be casual. But, well,
I would like.
If people knew about... No, I don't think you would. I think you'd stay watching AEW.
No, I'm sure like... You
don't enjoy WWE.
But there are performers in WWE I enjoy.
Yeah, okay.
Like if I'm watching AEW, right, and I don't know, give me an example of fucking like some sort of tag match that I'm just, you know, I don't love everything in
Dark
AEW.
Order.
Yeah, like whoever, like just a tag match on fucking
Dark Order, say their shit.
Dark Order are okay.
I knew it.
But they're on Ring of Honor.
They're terrible.
They're on Ring of Honor. Like they're not on Dynamite. I'm trying to think of a Dynamite act that.
I didn't even know they were still going, to be honest.
Oh no, they're on Ring of Honor. Like I haven't seen them in fucking ages. Oh no, I think the Silver and Reynolds I like. Are you talking Evil Uno Dark Order?
I'm talking about the Dark Order, like the initial conception.
That initial conception was terrible, real bad. Like I don't know. They said there's a tag match or whatever on Dynamite that I'm not interested in, and I check my phone and I see, oh, Gunter's coming to the ring on Raw.
Yeah.
I'm flipping over. Like, you know, I'm not a fucking idiot going, I don't want to give WWE my rating. And
but people
would do that.
Yeah.
And I do think a not insignificant number of WWE fans would have turned off and never come back.
Yeah.
They'd all be wearing their MAGA hats somewhere else.
Yeah, but people like different types of...
you like different types of
wrestling. What's the relationship with New Japan like?
Oh, man.
Do they just kill it?
Well, like...
do they just go, here, come out around the back of the shed there for a second
it's time
there,
to put you down.
Mr. Tanahashi.
It's time to put you down.
Did you see Takahashi and is it Evil coming to WWE apparently? Or
Evil and Hiromu, yeah. I think Evil's going main roster and Hiromu's going to fucking NXT.
You'd probably put the other way around.
But like they're both like extremely accomplished in-ring wrestlers. The thing about
NXT
Hiromu,
does need a bit of...
Yeah, and like maybe look, because I'd heard Evil had actually requested to start in NXT because he wanted to like get used to living in America, and they were like, "No, we have an idea for you for the main roster."
What's his idea?
I don't know. Is he married to Io Sky?
Io Sky or Kairi San? One of them. I think it's
Sky.
Okay.
Put
you with Io.
I don't know what they're going to do with him. I don't know what they're going to call him.
But like, what happens with New Japan? Does New Japan actually start flourishing because Tony Khan isn't like
he doesn't need to constantly pick up their top foreign talents. Yeah. Maybe
like Will Ospreay, like Jay White.
Look, you're always signing Will Ospreay.
Yeah, but like Will Ospreay, like Jay White, like Okada. What I'm saying is like all their
and like maybe the money to
Kenny.
start Kenny. Yeah, well, he started the company with Kenny, and like maybe people like Gabe Kidd and Finlay and Clark Connors.
Yeah.
Maybe that level of guy doesn't come over, which really helps. Like that level of guy, like, they're all really good fucking wrestlers who could have thrived.
Why did they not get to the level of, say, a Bullet Club when they were there? Not a Bullet Club, but the people that formed the Elite or whatever they fucking call themselves. Why did, like, if they had stayed in New Japan, would they've like eventually getting to that kind of seismic level of these fucking guys are coming in? Because like if David Finlay was coming in, he'd probably end up in NXT. Whereas
that's what they wanted him to do.
Yeah. Whereas if like
they wanted him in a kind of Sean Spears player coach role. Like.
Yeah. Whereas in like Hangman, Kenny, and Young Bucks, they weren't going to NXT if they got signed in 2019.
A very different landscape, though, isn't it? Like
it was the landscape.
It's the landscape. They broke out at a level that we'd never really seen in the Indies.
Yeah.
Like, has there ever been?
But could have Finlay, Kidd, and Connors and Drilla
that level?
Yeah, like if they had stayed where they were.
Yeah, see, I think a part of
David
that as
was
well
in, like 9 years in. But
but Finlay wasn't going to get to that level. Finley's really, really good wrestler.
Was he the leader of the Bullet Club?
He was, yeah. A really good wrestler. And he wasn't always really good, but he got really good in the last few years.
Yeah.
When he started going into the G1s and stuff like that, you're like, fuck, Finley's getting... Like, last year's G1, he might have had the best round of anyone in it.
This guy can go.
Yeah, it's like... Because I'd watched Finley for years, and I always equated him with, like, at Chase Owens level.
Yeah.
But then you watch Finley grow and get better every year. Then you see him do a couple of G1s and you're like, fuck, Finley's after getting really, really good. Finley's really good. But he never had the charisma of fucking Kenny Omega or Will Ospreay, or you know what I mean? Like, but Gabe Kidd, like, I think Gabe Kidd, his push got nuked in New Japan. He might have, I'm not saying he would have, he might have got to that level of top foreign gaijin.
Why did he get nuked?
Because he was side-eye in AEW. And they knew, it's probably a lot of those guys now who New Japan think they're going to end up in AEW in a few years.
Why do they continue like a working relationship with them now?
Because
they can get them for the big shows.
For the big shows.
They can get Takeshita and Does
Takeshita
Takeshita have a dual contract?
He has a triple contract. He has DDT as well.
And Claudio is signed with CMLL.
Yeah, I think the Claudio thing is with CMLL is very much an almost symbolic thing of like, look, we're putting Mystico on a dual contract. We don't want to piss off Mexican fans going, are you stealing Mystico? So we'll announce the same weekend that Claudio is also on a dual contract.
Yeah.
But yeah, like where do dual contracts go and all that? I assume there's no need for them really.
Yeah, I like Ring of Honor, it'd be done, I'd say.
There's no need for Ring of Honor because there's no need for NXT either.
Yeah.
You own wrestling.
Yeah, but you need a feeder group.
You don't though, because you own wrestling.
Because the indies are the feeder group.
Yeah, the indies are the feeder group.
Yeah.
Like you own all of wrestling. Like.
You don't need to snap them up early.
No.
Because what I do miss now about, say, WWE is that sense of like, who's going to show up? You know, if someone was on the independents
and they were making noise like you're
and they're making noise, and then they showed up, you're like, oh fuck! Now maybe a lot of people wouldn't know, but like it's different when an NXT debuts.
See, that's a thing there with WWE main roster that I think is like underrated in how much we miss it. Is that
you become so accustomed to a person that when they debut, you're like, oh cool, and then you're like,
like someone debuting from NXT on the main roster never feels special anymore.
Yeah.
And
it used to in the Royal Rumble, you'd be like, oh, who from NXT are going to show up?
Yeah, but it was kind of a momentary thing. It's like, okay, cool. Like, you know, whereas like you go back to years ago when we started watching wrestling, debuts felt massive.
But like we were younger.
True. True. But even like sometimes debuts feel massive in AEW still for that reason. Is that they're not in Ring of Honor for 6 months before showing up in AEW.
Do you think Tony Khan gets a working relationship with independents? The same. Remember when WWE did that, and they like we talked about ICW and we talked about
and then they just rinsed the whole fucking
and kind of killed the scene and created NXT UK. Do you think Tony has that ruthlessness in him to kind of see an uprising somewhere and then go, you know what, capitalize on it?
That's an interesting
question.
Oh,
World of Sport is coming back in ITV. All right, I'm going to start up NXT UK.
AEW UK. Yeah. That's an interesting question because we've not seen him in that situation, so it's a hard one to answer. But from a businessman's point of view, and this is, don't get me wrong, this is bad for the industry. But when you're a monopoly, you don't want uprisings in certain markets.
I can see like a European wrestling scene because the European wrestling scene is quite hot at the moment.
I know, and I'm just worried like Ricky Sosa and these guys are going to get fucking signed already.
They will, 100%. Ricky Sosa, Koru, all that. Like, but what I'm saying is, like, with Trent's new promotion, which has been touted, like you can see WWE maybe going, all right, we're doing this NXT Europe thing, or you know what I mean? And then the kind of scene kind of dies down again,
like we've lived through this before. Like we don't need this again.
And like I wouldn't blame anyone for signing with them, but
no, of course not. Like it's fucking livelihood. Like you know, it's not like it's not on an individual wrestler on any one individual wrestler
to save the scene.
Like it's on like
a collective,
but also
it's on Tony Khan.
Like sometimes you kind of think. The one thing I really like about Tony, is how he is respectful and mindful of history.
Yeah,
at large.
That's like Tony wouldn't be afraid to spend $250,000 on the Final Countdown for because like it's a cool wrestling thing.
Yeah, it means something to fans of Bryan Danielson and probably
like you could imagine if he owned WWECW back in the day, Sandman would have had an Enter Sandman as his all the time.
100%. Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, interesting thought process.
It's just a really hard thing to even imagine.
Yeah,
what things would look like in 2026 had Tony had made the biggest offer in 2023 in the whole industry.
Yeah,
I think your top face is Cody Rhodes.
Yeah, under a Tony Khan.
Yeah, I still think he is undeniable and all that, as much as I don't like it. I think your top heel at this stage, 2026, is MJF.
I was about to say it, yeah.
I think he probably is. I think we would have had periods like 2024, 2025, you still have strong Roman Reigns years. And I think you would have got a major heel Moxley run as well.
Shield reunion, he'd have all that.
Yeah, they would have done some mad shit there, but I think it would have ended with Moxley being booked as the best of, you know what I mean?
Yeah, and their history gets to be talked about. Aleister Black, let's talk about that.
Yeah, what happens with Aleister Black and Miro?
Yeah. Anyway, this has been the Wrestling Fan Wrestling Show. The reason why I'm wrapping up is because I am actually dying for a piss.
I can see you squirming there.
Yeah. Please hopefully you enjoyed it. Please like, subscribe, comment below. We'll be here again next week. I'm off to Barcelona to go watch Frankie Vendetta wrestle. So I don't know what day it'll come out. I don't know what day this will come out. I think we're recording an OTT show as well on Saturday. But, until then, stay safe, stay sane, stay tuned in. That's my radio sign off. I've been the Big Beefy Boy Shaz Beat. This has been El Hijo del Morro. Comment below what you think Tony Kahn would do. Good luck.
Edit in the music thing.
Oh yeah, he'll do that.
Bye.